up in here. Get on up in here. Let's go. Episode 20, baby. Episode 20. Wait for my boy Sean to get up in here. Episode 20, ladies and gentlemen. Get on up in here. It's my boy Sean.
Let's get it on.
Episode 20, baby. Episode 20.
Yeah.
Yo, get on up in here.
ATTR, you know what it is.
Don't even. Here we go. Washington football
Starting
team.
early. Let's go.
Thank you, Chuck. Thank you, man.
Oh yeah. Let's all just go down. What up, Chuck?
Episode 20.
Oh yo, congrats.
Episode 20, man. Hey, milestone.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
go.
Yo, I'm just fixing the camera.
Episode 20. Let's talk football, baby.
Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Yo, how's it coming across? Am I too bright? Am I too dark?
Where y'all Washington football fans at?
Yo, you know where we are. We right here, baby.
Dallas Cowboy
We right
fans,
here.
where you at?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Wait, let me get that. Let me go ahead.
NFC East, where you at?
You already know how we had to do it.
Come on, we're gonna give y'all some time to get on up
Hey,
in here.
I gotta do it
Sean
right.
gotta go.
Yeah.
Here he goes.
Yeah.
Here he goes.
Renee, let them know what it is, baby. Let them know what it is. Adjust your camera. Can you see me? You know what? I know what I'm gonna do. I tried to break the norm. Cat, we're gonna have to pregame after. We gotta do it after.
Hey, make sure we right and tight. Make sure we right and tight. Everybody can see us. Everybody can hear us.
How we feeling? We good? Y'all, what up, Mom?
I'm ready. Y'all see Sean?
Are we?
Everybody good?
Yeah. Ha ha!
All right, let's get this thing cracking. I am Janae
I'm
Strutter.
Sean Spencer.
And you already know what time it is. This is Let's Talk Football, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, man, what an exciting week we just had. Week 14.
Oh yeah, it was exciting. Very exciting.
Oh, here we go. As you can see, somebody, my co-host is a little cocky. My co-host is a little cocky. I'm going to let him have
We
his
definitely
shine.
gonna discuss it. We definitely gonna discuss it. But I feel
Here he go.
I'm
Here he
feeling
goes.
nice. I'm feeling real nice. Okay. Yeah.
Here he go. Already, guys. Already.
Let's get it done.
Well, we're going to get on that, Sean. We're going to get on that. Let's go ahead and get on at the beginning of the show. We got a couple birthday shout-outs. Let's go, Sean.
So
What
yo,
we got?
we have to shout out my main man, Killer Cameron Pazuki, my man. I lived with him for several years, man. Met him at the YMCA. I want to say like 15 years ago. That's
Wow.
He's working right now. I don't know if you're watching. If you're watching, man, happy birthday from Let's Talk Football. We got you. We're going to take care of you.
Happy
Yes,
birthday.
sir. So if you know, hey, my man Cam Pazuki, we call him Pazuki. Hey, holla at your boy. Tell him happy birthday. That's the family. That's
Happy birthday.
So the other side of it is there's a death, but I want to talk about something before I talk about that. We both are on Facebook. And your cousin, Sam Stotts, didn't they was in the championship?
Yes, the football team, they came in third place. They're third place in the nation. Shout out to, it's a Manassas football team, but shout out to them. Congratulations, number 3 in the nation. My goodness, man. I mean, what an accomplishment that is. Number 3 in the nation.
Exactly. And I don't know all the specifics because you and I have been following through Facebook and we've been seeing all the posts and everything. And the one thing that really kind of strikes me about it is that everybody's quick to be on one side or the other. Either, oh, they shouldn't play because of COVID, or, they want to play because they might not get this chance again. We don't even think about the kids and the ones who have been practicing all this time and they've played. And now you're sitting here looking at the accomplishments like this with everything that's been going on. this is something we need to celebrate about, guys.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Number 3 in the nation,
So
man.
congratulations.
Awesome.
Yo, congratulations. Awesome. I'm glad to see an area team doing good things. You know, definitely want to shout you out, Sam, and your son, your boys, all of them. And so, much respect. But with that being said, definitely have to throw some love to, Debo just passed away, man.
Debo, man, I can't even believe that, man. Friday, legendary Debo.
Yo, so if you don't know, Tommy, aka Tiny Lister, we know him as Debo from the great movie Friday. Man, if you don't know him, man, I feel for you. One of the greatest movies. He was in a bunch of other movies. He wrestled for a little bit of time. Guy was a monster, just a big, great guy.
That's my bike.
You know what I mean?
Man, he'll be missed, man. That's crazy, but life is short. It just lets you know life is short. The people that we're seeing on the movies and things that we never could imagine, people are dying every day. I mean, man, super sad. Praying for his family, but super sad.
Real quick, right before I got on, I found this out. Another thing just died. The Cleveland Indians, ladies and gentlemen, are deciding this next year they're canceling the name. Indians,
they can't
gone. So hey,
everybody's getting on board.
That's progress. Shout out to them. I know there's going to be a lot of people on each side debating and going back and forth. Hey, guys, it's 2020. We're trying to make things happen, man. Respect the progress. I'm with it. I like it. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, and since we did talk about 2 deaths, we might as well just go into it with some teams that just died this weekend. On the topic number 1, they're done. They're done.
They're done. Topic number 1, they're done.
Recently, yesterday, in their loss, the Atlanta Falcons have been eliminated from playoff contention, ladies and gentlemen. They're honestly, and you know what, today I'm gonna come out here and say it. I've been right a couple times, but I was very wrong. A couple weeks back, I said the Atlanta Falcons were gonna rise from the ashes like the Phoenix. Nope. No.
You can go ahead and stick a fork in them, Sean. They are
done. And they're going to be missing playoffs for the 3rd time, for the 3rd year in a row. They fired their coach midseason. We know they got turmoil, but Janae, and tell me how you feel about this. Honestly, I don't think they've ever recovered from the Super Bowl.
No. They never recovered from the Super Bowl. They're just not gelled. It's just not, I mean, Julio. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know whether it could be new coaching, new general management, maybe new everything. Maybe it just new everything. Start over. I know that their current interim coach is trying to fight for the job. I just know they just got to do away with everybody. Find somebody who's. They have the talent. They have the talent.
Right. And that's the thing. You sit there and on paper, you look at that offense with Matt Ryan, who's still like the 5th leading passer in the NFL right now. You got you got Ridley. You got Gurley, who's still a shell of himself, but he's still a legit running back.
Good.
You just expect them to do so much better than they're doing, but what can I say?
That's okay. They're done.
We can forget about that.
Team number 2.
Who's team number 2?
Hey, the Houston Texans. The Houston Texans. Man, so much potential for the Houston Texans, but they just could not pull it together. Watson is cursed.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I just heard, look, Chuck said Matt Ryan is cursed. Watson is just as cursed. Man. I don't know, man. Same thing. They got talent.
I don't know.
Just pull it over the hump. I mean, the defense, what's going on?
I don't know. This is honestly one of these years where, like, some teams you see him overcome 2020, but this ain't one of those teams. Everything that could go wrong went wrong for the
goes wrong. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I try, Sean. I try. I was in there with them. I was like, okay, come on, you guys got it. But no, they're just not putting it off. but they have talent. Guys, I mean, am I blind? Houston has talent.
Yeah. They have talent.
They just can't pull it off. They just can't get a W.
And it's upset. It's honestly, it's upsetting because it's like you said, they have talent. They absolutely have talent. They have a foundation, but just like the Falcons, they fired their coach midseason. That was huge. You know what I mean? What up, Scott? You know,
and look, you let them get rid of the best wide receiver in the world. Fire the coach.
It makes no sense. It makes no sense. So
you literally got Watson out there just, I mean, God, don't get me started on them, but they're done.
And the crazy part, and the reason why we're getting so animated about this, the Texans have been in every single game.
Every game.
There's probably like 3 or 4 games I can think of off the top of my head, this Colts game, where just something random happens, and then all of a sudden, the Texans lose. You know what I mean?
They just lose, man. It's okay. There's nothing we can do to explain it.
They're done. They're X. Yo,
who we got?
This number 3 team, we've definitely shouted their praises, at least the praise of their quarterback. The LA Chargers, they're done. They're out. They're out of here. Look, this is another situation where you got good offensive pieces. You got Justin Herbert.
Serious potential for next year. But they just got to get back in the lab. Figure out what to do with that dynamic rookie quarterback you guys have.
Yeah.
Because now you have like a controversy because what are you going to do with Tyrod?
Right.
What's going to happen with Tyrod? I mean, I just don't know. But they got potential to just get in the lab, figure it out, work the system around that good rookie quarterback.
Yep.
And they can do good for next year. But like you said, they just don't have the pieces to get it done. At the end of the game, the other team has the W. So.
Right. And we have to throw this in there. They play in the AFC West. Okay, Anton?
Yes.
They play in the AFC West, and that has the defending Super Bowl champions who are almost unbeatable this year, and the only team that beat the defending Super Bowl champions, who I still ain't really sold on, but they're legit, in the Raiders. All right? So you play them 2 times a year. You play a Broncos team. I mean, this team has honestly, in most of their games, they haven't lost a game with the exception of maybe that the New England game where they got beat 45-0. They haven't lost a game by more than 8 points all year. So they've been in the hunt. It's just, everything you expect to happen to a rookie quarterback in this is what happened.
It just happens. I mean, but they have potential. I see the Chargers turning it around, being decent next year. But they just got to get back in the lab. It's too late for this year. As much as we wanted Herbert to succeed, because, man, I don't even know how many times we wanted Herbert to jump over the, get over the ledge. But it just didn't happen. But I know it's going to happen soon. So next season. Next season.
And I honestly, we talked about this many times before. Herbert right now, we got Jefferson up there as Rookie of the Year. But Herbert, I mean, you cannot diminish all of the great things he's done for that team. You know what I mean? I love Tyrod. We both love Tyrod Taylor. But I don't know. Herbert has just given this team an excitement to let them, like every game, they're in the ballgame. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Truly think that they're going to be decent next year. The Chargers just got to wait it out. Get back into the lab. Hey, we see y'all talking out there. We see y'all talking. Hey. I know, Jared. It's going to be, it's hard out here. It's hard out here, but it's okay. It's all right. Hey, that gets us into topic number 2.
You want to come over? You want to come over?
This topic is it's not over
until it's over.
Until it's over. It's not over until it's over. The NFC East. It's not over until it's over. If you know that this weekend was a crazy weekend with the NFC East, the Redskins, the Washington football team, won again, ladies and gentlemen. Not only did they win again, but they won against another winning team.
Yes. So, hey, honestly, let's just put it out there. Excited. Glad we won again. San Francisco was in the Super Bowl a year ago. Shout us out. All right. There, hey, you have it. There's the gloating. Now, let me be honest with you guys. This stinks. It's crazy. I know you're like, oh, Sean, really? You guys are winning. It stinks. 1-4 in a row. It stinks. Yes, because we're right in the middle of that point where either we can play for a draft pick or we can go to the playoffs. If we go to the playoffs, nobody's dominating this division. We might win a game, but we're not getting past the top teams. So I'm kind of sitting here like,
Wait a minute. Your defense is stout. Your offense is not.
Exactly. That's the thing. We beat San Francisco.
So I would like to guess. We need to wake up the fans.
Yeah.
The offense is not going to sustain against a top 10 offense. It just won't.
Exactly.
It just won't.
And you saw Dwayne Wayne make his return to the field. And you know what? Hey, I'm happy for him. You know, about a month or two ago, you were on your way out of DC. And now you had your second chance. Alex Smith, he's helping you out. I'm glad you got on the field. And I was ready, Danae. I was ready to call people out. Oh, yo, you see what my boy did, Dwayne? But he didn't look good at all.
And it did make you nervous that they really were rubbing Alex all day. I mean, he was in pain. Yeah. And they kept trying to make it seem like it was nothing. But once you saw Haskins come in, I'm like, oh, brother. Oh, man. They better, y'all better keep them iced up. Yeah. You better keep them iced up. Because this is right around the turning point where they're going to let you down, Sean. They're going to let you down. Hey, but ride the high horse. You beat two teams that are decent. Now, San Francisco is depleted. Yeah. They had a backup quarterback. They got a offense that is barely making it. But you beat them. At the end of the day, you beat them. You beat the Steelers. You guys should be feeling good off of a 2-win. Now let's get on to another team that won. Yeah. The Dallas Cowboys won the game. Finally won a game, ladies and gentlemen. Don't fear. The Cowboys really did win a game. 30-7, we beat the Cincinnati Bengals, a team that played to our caliber because they just like us.
Garbage.
So that to us was a championship game.
There you go, baby. Yes, sir.
That to us was a championship game. The Cowboys pulled it off. We won, but we're still last in the division, 4-9. Let's get to the number 2 team in the division, Sean. Who is that?
The New York Football Giants. Guys, listen, again, I don't know how I feel about the season, but there's a part of me that was very excited to see the Giants get crushed by the Cardinals. They got destroyed. And look, they're starting Colt McCoy. They're starting Alfred Morris or Wayne Gallman or whoever. Like, these guys are not studs, okay? This is kind of –
Danny Jones has been benched. Right. Danny has been benched. He's hurt. You can tell he's hurt. Danny has been benched. You're riding with Colt McCoy for the rest of the season. You guys may be riding with Haskins.
As long as we got that.
I'm feeling some potential, Cowboy fans. I'm feeling some potential.
I can't believe you're still in the hunt. I cannot believe you guys are still in the hunt, man. Yo.
Out of all these teams, Sean, though, out of all the NFC East, I am most impressed with the Philadelphia Eagles. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles.
It hurts. It hurts this thing.
Rookie quarterback came in, sparked up the defense, sparked up the offense, something that we have not seen from them literally all season long. Yeah. I know Wentz was on the sideline like, what the hell is going on?
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Come on now. They were a different team.
And the crazy part about it, and we're not just talking about, he didn't go up against the Jaguars. He didn't go up against the Jets. He went up against, at the time,
the number 1 NFC East.
Exactly. The number one. Come on now. So, I mean, that's a legit victory. And we never slept on your defense, Philadelphia. We never slept on your defense. It was all Wentz. But that begs the question, at the issue. I mean, we've all said how bad Wentz is. But for things to look, I mean, they were up 17-0. So was Wentz the issue?
the team looked different. But like Scott just said, that's what I'm talking about, Scott. Wentz may be done. Wentz may be done. If they're going to play like that, and if they play like that for the rest of the season and win out, they got a chance of being number one.
And I mean, I can't help you. I can't defend you, Wentz. You're done. I mean, stick a fork in him. He should have been in the first topic, because you might just need to stick a fork in him because he's out. The way that Hurts played.
Come on now. Hey, Sammy, we shouted out the team for winning. Hey, congratulations. The Manassas team, they won third place in the nation, man. That's freaking awesome, man. We shouted y'all out. But I'm glad you made it on the show so we can see in person. Yeah. Congratulations to your son, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, we definitely wanted to take a moment to shout him out. We've been following you on Facebook, following you out, all your success. Yo, third in the nation. That's high praise, y'all. That's high. Hey, all of us, hey, both of our teams would love to have y'all's team, all right? Because y'all know how to win.
Hey, the Cowboys need some of y'all's players, as a matter of fact. Hey, Sean's been waiting to see you, Steelers fan. Sean's been waiting to see you. We haven't seen you, Sammy. Oh, we have to pause for Sammy because Sean's been waiting to see him. Oh.
On this day. See, Brother Sam, I definitely went to the good book. And I flipped to the pages. And when it said, let Washington win, woo! We did what we had to do. Sydney, brother man. I'm gonna reach out to you Steelers fans right now because I do feel for you. Hey, Sid, I don't know if you saw it, Janae. Sid put this heartfelt, true fan a comment on Let's Talk Football today on the Facebook group, and I thought it was great because hey, it's reality. They're still 11-2, just like he's saying. But at the same time, yo, they have issues. They have issues. It
brings us right into topic number 3. Brings us right into topic number 3. Should they be concerned?
Ooh. Yo, Sid.
And the first team, we might as well go ahead and talk about it. The Steelers.
Let's go.
Who are riding on an 11-win streak.
But should they be concerned? 2 losses.
2 losses. Bro.
You know? Hey, listen. Hey, the 2 things that have been consistent are the drops. The drops, Sid, we talked about it earlier. Those drops, and definitely by Ebron. What we say, he missed like 4 passes against us, and then I don't know how many he missed yesterday.
How is the Steelers compete with a team like the Bills or Kansas City? If come on now, with the team that they're losing to right now, how you gonna compete with the best of the best?
And see, that's the thing. They don't have a running game right now. Okay, they have 2, Villanueva and DeCastro, the guard and line tackle, I believe, are out. You know what I mean? Like, you still got your receivers. You still doing big things with that. And the defense is still top 10, even with the injuries. But
yeah, that's true.
But you know what?
So many drops, though. I mean, they got Butterfingers.
Right.
They should actually, the yellow towel should actually say Butterfingers. They dropping it like crazy.
But yo,
what's the Little Giants? Where they got the glue stuck in their head?
I'm telling you. Hey,
not working.
But wait, hey, what did Sam say? Any given Sunday, anyone can win. We had a bad game or two.
I bet you they wish they could have held out to that winning streak, but it's not happening, man. It's just not happening.
Oh, yeah. But I said, you said it right. Drops can be corrected. Talent is there, so I'm not hitting the panic button yet. And there's no need for you to, because honestly, this is what I told you in that message. This right now, this is the best time to have an issue. Right now, you have 4 or 5 games to the playoffs. You know what I mean? You get as many people healthy as you possibly can. You do as good as you can do in that AFC. You still are able to beat the Ravens and the Browns, even though you got one more mission against the Browns. But y'all are still legit.
That ain't gonna be easy. That ain't gonna be easy.
But you're still legit. And right now, you're still the number 2 seed in the AFC. So, shout you guys out. Shout you guys out. For real.
The 1 seed and the 2 seed.
But now, look, you guys got
Come on.
You guys got Cincinnati, you got the Colts, and you got the Browns. The Colts and the Browns need W's to get in. If you guys don't pull it together, you will mess around, and the Browns are only 1 or 2.
You're going to let the Browns get in. You're going to let the Browns get in.
Come on now. This is the time right now.
As long as Big Ben's healthy, we're going to be good. Hey, but that's the problem. Are you going to keep Big Ben healthy?
Right. And is he ever healthy? What up, Jeremy? Is he ever healthy? But no, he's not. He's not. But like I was said, those receivers, you have 3 solid receivers. I got to shout you guys out. Y'all are going to do good, but I would definitely be kind of sweating a little bit. I'd be sweating a little.
Sydney, you must be reading our daggone paperwork because the next team that we're talking about is the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, they did win,
buddy.
But it wasn't pretty. It was not a pretty win. Definitely didn't think it was going to be that close, Sean.
No. We didn't think that was going to be that close. But, Miami's defense? Wow. Miami's defense came out the woodwork. I mean, goodness gracious.
What?
Yo, can we believe them? Like, oh, my.
Hey, Tua picked it up. The team picked it up.
Right. So,
they had to pick it up because they were down.
Right. But it's like you called me out for this last week because I got on your Raiders. It's like you're always saying, a win is a win. Like,
it's a win.
They've been in.
It's a win.
They've been in these tight games and they still pull it out. They got the W. I can't say anything about it. Just like Pittsburgh up until these last 2 weeks.
That's right, Mr. Spencer. Tua gave him a run.
He did.
Started coming back. I was a little nervous at first, but he started coming back, made it a game.
Exactly.
And like I said, Miami, Kansas City.
Wow. Right. Exactly. So I don't
who would have thought that would have been a game?
Definitely not at the beginning of the year. Once we saw it on our schedule, I know we didn't circle that one like that's going to be a good game because we thought it was going to be a blowout.
No.
But that leads into my next question: does Kansas City have a weakness? We already know what Pittsburgh's weaknesses are. Does Kansas City have a weakness?
I think they do have a weakness. Their defense is their weakness. Their defense is not good.
Yeah.
Now let's think about this. They have a top 3 offense, but their defense is not good. Come on now. They're allowing it, averaging 25 points the other team. Averaging over that. So, I mean, if they're going to play that game, as long as you got a team like the Billies that can keep up an offense, I think that it can happen.
Oh, my goodness.
All you got to do is have a team that can keep up an offense and don't let Kansas City have the ball at the end of the game. It could work.
That's it. I think you hit the nail on the head.
That's the key.
Yep. You hit the nail on the head. You have to keep Patrick Mahomes off the field, which means you have to have a running game and you have to have a good quarterback. I don't know if Buffalo has a running game.
Ooh, sounds like a team with the Browns.
True.
The Browns have running backs that are dominating the league.
Could happen, but I don't know. Did she say the Billies? Yeah, Jeremy. She said the Billies. That's her squad now. I think she came over with you. But
I did say that, Jeremy. I did say that.
Since we're talking about teams that we asked the question, should we be concerned? We cannot get out of this topic without talking about the New Orleans Saints. I mean, it's just one game, but they didn't look good.
They didn't look good. It also could be because it's not really much tape that you can get off of Hurts. Maybe I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt, but they did not look like, you know what I'm saying, that they didn't look like that.
Yeah, they didn't.
I mean, they got dominated.
Yeah, right. And, hey, Delilah, I like what you're saying. In today's game, you need a balance on both sides, defense and offense. You can't count on only defense and offense. Right, I agree with that.
Absolutely.
I agree with that.
Absolutely.
And I think that's something that actually works with the Saints because they have a solid defense, even though they didn't show up yesterday. But their offense, they have a running game. They have wide receivers. But Drew Brees, and then whoever else they got. You know what I mean? Like Taysom Hill's good, and with the rest of the team, like the Chiefs and the Steelers, you get psyched out in the locker room. You know what I mean? So they're gonna come into a lot of these games winning, but there's such a difference at quarterback. There's such a difference.
Oh, absolutely.
Like,
absolutely.
Yeah. And I like, Scott, lost containment on quarterback. Exactly. There's such a difference. Now, here's my other question. We talked about this a couple weeks ago when Taysom just came in. Could Jameis Winston have done better yesterday?
Good question. Good question.
I mean, maybe he could have.
I don't know.
They didn't score any points in the first half. So, you know what I mean? And this is the Eagles we're talking about, who we both already said are done. We're, get them out of here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Yeah. But now Drew is on his way back. Definitely Drew is going to be back. He's
coming back. He was actually ready to come back, but they'll heal up an extra week, because the ribs were fractured, but they just wanted him to rest up. But he is ready to come back. So he can
come back, and I think they play the Chiefs next. So that's the game. So he's eyeing coming back this week for the Chiefs game. So I like that. You know what I mean?
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Wait, Mom, the Jets should fire their entire staff. You're right. You're absolutely right. They don't even get a mention on our list. Okay, Mom. And speaking of honorable mentions, who's the honorable mention on this list, Janae? Should they be considered?
The Oakland Raiders. You're letting me down.
Go on.
You're letting me down. Another sad loss. Oh.
Come on, Raiders.
They're letting me down.
Just give up, Raiders. Just give up. Okay? I told you ain't gonna make the playoffs. You're garbage. I can't even discuss it. Y'all
settle down. We got 3 more games left.
Yeah. You got the Chargers. You got the Broncos. I feel confident. I don't like y'all against that Miami team. True. But you also playing from behind in a very, very hot AFC. So you guys are gonna have to win all 3 and then hope a bunch of teams lose. Let's go.
Freaking
woo!
God.
That's what I'm talking about.
Let's move on because I'm getting upset. Man.
Topic number 4, ladies and gentlemen. My man Denny Green said it the best. They are who we thought they were. Okay? These teams are exactly who we thought they were. And starting off, Green Bay. The Packers.
Green Bay.
No.
On fire. Adams. Hey, did you see the pregame? They did a interview with Adams, right? And he literally did his route running and how he operates a route. How he would do a slant or just how he operates any route. The guy is amazing, okay? What the heck?
Yeah.
Adams is like a freak of nature.
Nasty. Yeah, you're right. He's nice. He is for sure nice. And the connection between Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams is just telekinesis. Like they're thinking each other's thoughts. They're sitting there finishing. It's ridiculous.
They sit. They stand sync.
Yeah.
I'm seeing the Green Bay Packers are becoming a legion of boom.
Wow.
They just dominant. I mean, did you watch the game?
I saw it.
They're dominant. That offense is dominant.
You're right. Now, hold up now. Now, that defense might be something we need to talk about because the Lions still put up 24 on them. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. You guys, we got these dynamic offense in the league right now, but the defense are sus.
Yes.
But Green, that offense, as long as that offense is powerhousing like they're doing right now, I mean, they're good. They're good. Green Bay is something to like all over right now because that offense is good.
They're the truth. They're the truth. And you sit there and you have, besides Adams, who's what everybody knows, you have these no-name receivers, Lazard, Valdez-Scantling,
yeah, balling,
right? And you're like, who are these guys? But that's who Aaron Rodgers is. He makes them better.
Absolutely. And look, and they can't even have it sweeter. The remaining games are the Bears, Carolina, and the Titans.
They just sitting here looking at their chops. Yeah. Exactly.
That was a good rib, man. It was a good rib right there.
We gonna eat. He said we gonna eat. But you know what? Hey, Delilah, I'm glad you said that. Yo, Delilah was like, that's what Tom Brady wants with Antonio Brown. Exactly. That's what every quarterback wants. You absolutely right, Delilah.
But unfortunately, I think that both of those players are about 4 to 5 years too late.
Yeah, they're not. That window is closing tight. You know what I mean? They're closing really tight. Now, on to the next team. Yo, Janae, this team I actually somewhat believe in. I somewhat believe in them.
Man, if this running back keeps eating the way he's eating.
Yep.
The Tennessee Titans, ladies and gentlemen. The Tennessee Titans. If you didn't watch the game, please do a replay on the way Derrick Henry ate him up. I mean, up. If you continue to give that man the ball, the Titans are legit.
Monster. He's a monster. And I don't know how. I think that's his third 200-yard game. But he just does it with such ease.
215 yards, man. What in the world?
Yo, he does it with such ease. He's so calm, just bow, and he gets up and runs back to the huddle. Don't need to say anything.
Ooh, if they currently play the way they've been playing, they're the number 4 seed.
Yeah. So,
man, legit. They're back in there, just like last year. Another sleeper team. Will they make it a little bit further?
Here's the thing, though, because last year they were complete sleepers. They were 9-7, barely getting in. This year, though, they're not. I mean, people are aware of what they got going on. A.J. Brown,
absolutely.
So I'm wondering if people will maybe they have the tape on them now. You know what I mean? You got to.
They're unstoppable, like you just said. 200 yards a game.
Yeah.
A game.
You have to put all of your effort to stop Derrick Henry, and that's a full-time job right there. And then, not to mention, you have these 2 receivers out here. You know what I mean? And a good defense.
Absolutely.
So, I got to. You know, and they're playing now. 2 weeks from now, they play Green Bay. I really want to watch that game. I think that game is going to be.
That's a really interesting game because you know what? They got – well, you know what? I feel like Green Bay could possibly win.
Yeah.
And they also – if Watson if he ends it without the curse, it's the last game of the season. I feel like they're going to be playing for all they got that game. They could probably pull an upset. That's what the teams at the end do. So I'm not counting out Houston at the end because they could possibly try to pull an upset.
Very true.
Especially if the Titans don't need to play everybody and rest them.
Right. And that's going to be key, especially with the Steelers losing. Now the Titans, they went out and the Steelers lose a game, you know, or lose 2 games or something like that. The Titans can steal that spot. You know what I mean? Absolutely. So you got to be really wary about that. And yo, shout out to Esteban. He said this is the 4th game that King Henry's had 200 plus. That's crazy.
4 games, man. He's balling
That's crazy.
out. Balling out. Hey, who else we got on this list, Sean?
Let's talk about a team that you've been hyped up on all year. Arizona, baby.
Arizona, they pulled it off, ladies and gentlemen. It was a squeaker. We were a little nervous, but they pulled it off.
Can we clap for the Cardinals for beating the Giants like that? We needed that. Both of us in the division, we're so happy.
If everybody wasn't like a little nervous about what the Giants could actually do, everybody was like, oh, snap. But it turned out to not even be a game. The Cardinals handled business. Danny Jones got so injured that they had to end up pulling him out the game, putting McCoy in. McCoy looks like he's probably going to run for the rest of the season. Man.
Hey, shout out to McCoy. You got a job, buddy.
But let's not get too excited now because they do have the Philadelphia Eagles coming up. San Francisco and the Rams. They have 3 hard games that they could possibly slip and not make the playoffs. So they have to stay in it. This is the time right now where the Cardinals can't slip up. They got to win the next 3 games. If not 3, 2 is a must.
And I mean, look, I'm going to go even further. Hey, what's up, Stormy? I'm going to go even further and say they have to win all 3 because they're trailing Seattle and the Rams by 2 games. So they got to win all 3, and they have a game. Who do they have? They have a game with San Francisco, and they have a game with the Rams. They got to win that last game. They have to win all 3.
They got to win. They got to win.
They have to. But that's a crazy division. I'm glad we started talking about them because you can go even with the 2 teams that won this week from that division. You have Seattle, and you have the Jets and the Rams. You know what I mean?
Yep. Both of them took it. Both of them have a
right, and both of them took it to the team. You know. Oh, now Seattle.
Absolutely.
Seattle played the Jets, so we're not even gonna talk about that.
Don't do Seattle like that. Don't do Seattle like that. Hey, they got the W. They needed that W.
Yep.
They got the W. They competing with the Rams. Right now, it's neck and neck.
Yep.
What is going to happen between the Rams and Seattle? Because that is a battle for the battle of all battles, Sean.
Right. And the thing is,
neck and neck.
Exactly. And the thing is, Seattle's another one that's got to continue to win, and they have 3 hard ones. They have us, and our defense.
What's up, Stormy?
Huh? Oh, what up, Stormy? They have us with our defense, okay? They got the Rams, and they got San Francisco. And you know about those divisional games, just like you were saying. San Francisco, who knows what they're playing for, but they might be playing for something at that last game.
Those sleeper teams.
Exactly.
Man, it is going to go down to the very end with the NFC West.
Yeah.
The very end. Man, I'm excited to see what that's going to happen. We already got our bets in. Who'd you say?
Oh, yeah. I said Seattle.
And I said the Cardinals, man. I said the Cardinals. Hey, as you can see, me and John both have our picks. Who y'all got for the NFC West is looking tight. The race is looking tighter and tighter, especially with the Rams. I mean, continuing to look good.
Right. And see, that's another thing. They beat on Thursday night. They beat the Patriots 24-3. It begs the question: are the Rams that good, or are the Patriots bad again? Are they falling off? Because Patriots.
We can't really say that they're that bad. I mean, it's not like the Chargers are something to write home about, but they just dominated the Chargers the week before. They turn around the next week and just get handled. I mean, handled so bad that I think Brissett is now going to be starting, right? They're sitting Cam officially, right?
No, and not even Brissett. It's Stidham, isn't it?
I mean, Stidham.
And they're Stidham. So, but they're not out of playoff contention.
I still wouldn't ride with Stidham. I don't think that he has anything to offer. But hey, Cam, man, I wanted so much for Cam. Cam. We ain't said it all year this year. We ain't said it all year. Come on,
Cam. We rode with you, man. We rode hard for you, brother.
I tried, Cam.
But it's not. It doesn't look like.
So look, Belichick is a genius. He knows what he's going to do with his team. I guess he's thinking Stidham has got the best chance. I don't see it, but hey, whatever.
Now is he done in New England? If he doesn't play anymore, is he done in New England now?
I think they were saying this is the first time in 6 years that they have not finished with 9 wins or 10 wins. 10 wins. The first time. I think it's pretty much, Belichick is not going to be too happy with the ending record this time. Definitely not going to be too happy.
Well, it's going to be the first year, the first or second time in the last 20 years that they've actually lost the AFC East. You know, they've been winning the AFC East nonstop, or maybe the last 10 years or something like that. They've been winning when they had Tom Brady. And so now it's kind of like we're not used to losing like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you. All right, let's go ahead and start with the very last team that we're going to talk about in this division. That is dominating, ladies and gentlemen, from the very beginning, from week 1. If you go back to the tape, week 1 there was a sleeper team that I told Sean that's just going to dominate this year and show the world their potential. And Sean, the Buffalo Bills, the Billies is like what I like to call them. The Billies are showing out. Ladies and gentlemen, Jay Allen is looking like a freak of nature.
Golly. I don't even know what to say. I can't. You know what? Shout out to Buffalo. You did it. You got the dub last night against Pittsburgh. Shout out to you guys. I can't.
That offense is looking stout. The defense is now top 10 defense.
Yo, they are nice. They are nice. They are nice. Oh, I hate
So, what left is Denver, New England, Miami. New England, definitely doable.
Mm-hmm.
Denver, definitely doable. Miami's going to be a game.
Yeah.
So, I feel like the Bills could possibly be dominated coming into the playoffs. Oh, it's sweet, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, it's sweet. I can do this to Sean. From the very beginning, he's been hating on the Bills. But now, they eat, Sean. Welcome to the table. Welcome to the table. Pull up. Put your napkin on.
All right.
Put your napkin on and take a bite.
See, I knew you were going to do this. That's why I put in the last little point on this little topic, okay? How much can we attribute the AFC to their being 10-3 to the AFC East being so bad? What's good?
Oh, here we go. Here we go. It's typical. It's typical of you to try to talk about the faults of the other team.
Yo, the Jets haven't even won a game. Cam, you see what he's doing. Miami, they're my sleeper. I'll give you that.
Is that our fault? Is that our fault that Cam with the Patriots didn't go together? Is that our fault? I believe they played plenty of teams this season, Sean.
Oh my goodness.
Get over it.
Oh my goodness.
They're dominating. And now it leads us straight into this beautiful playoff picture for topic number 5.
Yeah.
Let's get into the playoff picture before we end this show, Sean. Let's go.
Will do. Yes. Hey, we have a shakeup. We have a shakeup in our 1 seeds. Woo! If you remember correctly, last week, the 1 seed in the NFC, New Orleans Saints. The 1 seed in the AFC, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, the 1 seed has changed. The Green Bay Packers are your 1 seed in the NFC. They hold the tiebreaker over the Saints, therefore they moved up with the Saints now that they both have the same record. In the AFC, Janae?
The AFC is also a beautiful situation where the Pittsburgh Steelers thought they were going to take over and continue to be number 1, but they've been pummeled down to the second place spot against the Chiefs. The Chiefs are now the number 1 in the division, and somebody has to take a back seat and enjoy that comfy seat in the back. The Pittsburgh Steelers are now number 2.
Number two. What up, Jake? Yo, so just like in the AFC and the NFC, the Saints had to then take a back seat, and now they are the 2 seed. Oh, yeah. And behind them at the 3 seed, a team we just talked about, tied for number 1 in the NFC West, the LA Rams. You know, shout them out.
The Rams are continuing to be that number 3 spot. They were the number 3 spot last week. They continue to hold on to their spot because they have not lost a game. But it looks like the number 4 seed in the division for the NFC has changed from the Giants to now the Washington football team is now the number 1 seed. Oh my God, I can't even believe it. Oh man, number 1 in the division, number 4 seed. Oh, I can't even. When I taste after I taste that, I say that
playoff bound, baby.
Makes me taste that. Oh man.
Woo! It's good, baby. All
right, who we got for the number 3 and the number 4 seed for the AFC before I let them dwell on the Washington football team?
So you know what? Got to go out here and say it. My homegirl loves this team. I was wrong. I can admit when I'm wrong. The 3 seed is the Buffalo Bills. A powerful Buffalo Bills team.
Number 3 seed, baby. Buffalo Bills.
Wow. And following them
feels good.
At the 4 seed.
Feels good. Feels good.
Season ain't over.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, number 4 seed. Sorry.
The season ain't over yet. Get out of here, yo. The 4 seed. Hey, we talked about him. King Henry leading the way. Yo, shout out to Tennessee, the Titans. right now, round out your division leaders. 4 seed, baby. Yeah.
As you can see, the division leaders and the number one seeds are changing, guys. Every week we're saying somebody different. It can change any week to a new team. You got to stay tuned for next week because it could change you again. Now let's get to the wild card. So the wild card right this second, we have on the NFC, we got Seattle as the 5th seed. We got the Buccaneers as the 6th seed, and we got the Cardinals coming in at the 7th seed. Hold on to the 7th seed. Man, if you look at it, the NFC, I'm pretty surprised at the teams who are at the top. I was definitely not, picturing. I told you at the beginning of the season, I didn't even think that the Buccaneers would be in. But they're in. Tom Brady's still holding it down. He still has a chance to do it again with a new team. He ain't out of it. I mean, it seems like it's out of it, but he ain't out of it. I did not expect that to happen. The Washington football team, ladies and gentlemen, going from being the second to last in the division for the last, I don't even know how many years, to now being in the division leaders, guys.
You see it?
Man.
You see it? I don't know if y'all saw it. There you go.
Let me get off of that team. There's another team in the division that is just blowing my mind that they're in the playoffs. The Cleveland Browns, ladies and gentlemen. The Cleveland Browns, the number 5 seed. Sean called it at the beginning. I can't believe it. I mean, this is going to go down as one of the best mysterious Super Bowls of all time. Who's going to make it?
Exactly.
I mean, who's gonna make it?
Exactly.
I mean, we got teams that we never thought, and one more team that I have to mention.
Come on.
The number 7 seed for the AFC is the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah. Hey.
That's Washington football team, the Dolphins, Cleveland, the Buccaneers. 4 teams that are in the top right now who had losing records last year.
Let's go. What up, Davey? What up, Brandon? Yo, and
this playoff run is going to be freaking bananas.
It's gonna be great
because we got teams that have been losers forever, and now they get a taste of it. They get a taste of being on the field, being good. Man, this is going to be nice.
Really nice. But look, I might be. You might call me Scrooge. You call me whatever you want. But I'm telling you, especially the Washington fans, but for everybody else too, do not sit here and put all your money onto this, because this thing will change. Ladies and gentlemen, especially in this division.
No, you don't. Wait. You got faith of a mustard seed, brother. You got faith. I don't know too many people who got faith like Sean.
Today, I beat Cowboys twice, okay? That was it for me. And then we beat the undefeated Steelers. I'm good. Okay, I don't need this. I don't need us to go to playoffs and get embarrassed. I'm good. I'm just being honest with you.
You're good. Okay, so you're good.
I'm good.
You're good.
Yo, can we please shout out the fact that the 4 teams you named, Washington, Cleveland, the Dolphins, and actually 3 of them. Those 3 teams, Buccaneers, right? And those 4, 3 out of those 4, I definitely called them out. I definitely said Miami. I said I rock with them. I said they'll be in the hunt. Cleveland.
You did.
I said we would be in the hunt. We in the hunt, even though everybody in our division's in the hunt. You know what I mean? But I gotta
literally.
I gotta shout these guys. But look, I would be remiss if I did not talk about those teams that are still holding on. They're holding on, and they're in the hunt. Okay? On the NFC, anybody in the NFC East is holding on. If any team wins out, the Cowboys win out and everybody else loses out, the Cowboys can win the division. Like, none of this is fixed in the NFC East. So let's be very
It's not.
San Francisco, seeing how bad our division is, San Francisco's still somewhat in the mix. They're pretty much done. Minnesota, Chicago, 6 and 7. Something can happen.
Yeah.
If you win out, you can do it. And Detroit, they're pretty much done. But Who knows? Crazier things have happened in 2020. So, we don't know what's going to happen. Honestly, straight up, And then in the AFC, we know the Patriots, they're pretty much out of it. Shout out to Delilah. She was talking about today, the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens play tonight. And that game is going to be huge.
Who?
You talk about play.
Who you got?
I got Cleveland. I've been riding with them all year. I'm not going to stop now. No, sir.
Baltimore, give it to them. Take them off their horse. I'm going for Baltimore 27-21.
Wow.
Baltimore.
Oh, yo,
Baltimore.
Yo, my man Baker's about to do his thing tonight, all right? 34-20. Okay, Cleveland. Let's get it done. Let's go. Believe, land.
Oh, here we go.
You already know. But, ladies and gentlemen, this could change. And this will change every week. As you already saw, both number one seeds flipped. Washington flipped. We're now in. Minnesota was the 7th seed last week. Now they're out with their loss. This is so up in the air. So do not bet on any of this stuff to stay the same because it can change. Believe it.
Yes, it
or
can.
not. Well, now, oh, snap. All right. We're in our one of our favorite sections of the show, and I do not have my computer out. So I'm going to ask my co-host if you can sing our theme song for this.
Oh, you just going to put me on the spot. Does that make me crazy? Hey, does that make me crazy? It's probably our favorite part of the show because you guys really get to see how really spontaneous and how crazy me and Sean really can get. But in our minds, it makes sense. So, Sean, go ahead and kick it with the first. Does that make me crazy?
Woo. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I've had a great year. I'm not even going to lie. I've had a great year. Washington won twice, against the Cowboys. And then we beat the Steelers. I've had a great year. I honestly had a great year. But you know what? I'm not done yet. See, a lot of people are trying to run from 2020. I'm like, bring it on, okay? The Washington football team that I have been riding with all year round. And, I understand, we can lose out right now and just get a draft pick, and I'd be fine. But you know what? Mom, you raised me to be too diehard for this squad. The Redskins or Washington will not lose another game until potentially the playoffs. Does that make me crazy? Let's go. Let's go. We're not going to lose again.
Definitely makes you crazy. My God, yes. That was beautiful. Did y'all hear Sean sing? That was beautiful. Does that make me crazy that I believe that there's some crazy things happening in the background, guys? There's some things happening behind the scenes that we don't know about. There is some nasty bugs being put inside of the Washington football team and the Giants' ears and the Eagles' ears that they're going to lose the next 2 games. And as they lose the next 2 games, the Cowboys will win the next 2 games, which puts all 3 teams at a tiebreaker at the very end. When the Cowboys will reign over the NFC East after being the suckiest team in the league. Does that make me crazy?
Wow!
Yeah.
All right. Okay. It's getting to be playoff time, ladies and gentlemen. And I think we've been avoiding this most of the year because there have been plenty of crazy things to predict. But you know what? What's up, Ash? Glad you can join us. You know what? This is about time for me to make that prediction that's going to stick. The representative for the AFC in the Super Bowl will not be the Steelers. Oh, no, it will not be the Chiefs. It won't even be Buffalo. No. The team that will represent
Don't say it. Don't say it.
in the Super Bowl, Believe Land. Cleveland! Super Bowl 2021! Let's just gonna do it! Let's go, Baker! I'll put it all in.
Did you guys just see Sean just say the Cleveland Browns?
The Cleveland Browns! Does that make me crazy? Let's go, Cleveland. I believe.
Oh, man. Cat, what did you put in this food, Cat? What did you put in this food?
Believe land, baby. Let's go.
Go ahead and get my last one because this guy just lost his mind. You know what? There's a team that probably has no more faith. We've been talking about faith this episode, guys. And there's probably a team who just been so beat down they have no more faith. Yeah. And that's the New York Jets. The New York Jets probably think that they are out for the count. They got hit with the 2-punch this week. And just when they hit the ground, they took their last breath and they thought they were just going to be done once they hit the 1, 2. No, they're up. It's going to be a game they're going to win this season.
No.
They're going to win the next game. The Jets are not out, ladies and gentlemen. They will be the #1 pick in the draft, but they won't be done without a win. They will win this week, ladies and gentlemen. I'm calling it upset. The Jets will win. Does that make me crazy?
No. Wow.
The Jets will win.
Just when
they're gonna win.
Just when I go this high, she has to push it up. She has to knock it up a level. Good gracious. Wow. I don't know who's crazier. Right? I don't know who's crazier.
Both of us are pretty damn crazy. Both of us are crazy.
Oh yeah. Believe that. Yo, we're getting close to the end of the show, and this is another one of our favorite segments of the show, and it's called the Down and Dirty, baby. Ooh. Down and Dirty. Yo, I'm gonna go ahead and start off real quick. And honestly, I'm gonna piggyback on what you said last week. So last week, if you guys missed the show, Janae was talking about how there has been talk in college football this past week. It started about a week or so ago, and the University of, I believe, Vanderbilt, there was a kicker who was from the soccer team that was a woman kicker, and she was the first to play in Power 5, which is like the 5 main conferences, Big Ten, SEC, ACC, Pac-12, and the Big 12. The main Power 5 conferences. She kicked the field goal this week, and she was a first point scorer by a woman in big name college football. Mad respect. I have so much respect for this. Is a great weekend to have all that stuff. Everybody talks about how negative 2020 is. I am determined. It
was a girl on the field, John. A girl was on the field.
I'm determined to find out these good things. This morning, you know what I was doing, Janae? I told Kat this. I got up early. I couldn't sleep, and I just started watching videos of those guys that the walk-on players that got scholarships and the team surprised them, or the military guys that are coming home from for surprising their parents, things like that. And it just had me with this Christmassy, bubbly, good feeling inside. Oh. This is one of those type of moments. Don't miss this, ladies and gentlemen. I know we talk NFL, and this is not NFL, but this is a great stride. This is like really making strides to do big things. But back to what you said last week, we got to be very clear. However much we love this, there still could be a situation where the kick gets blocked and she could get run over or something happens like that. And my whole
it's still football.
Yeah, it's
still football.
It's still football. But you cannot. We got to stop, harboring all the bad things that's happening, because there's plenty to pick from. And we got to sit there and be excited about these type of things. This is a beautiful thing. I'm so happy for her. Like, that's what's up. That's what's up. So that's my damn dirty week, for real.
We got a girl kicker, man. We got a girl college kicker. That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so look, let me get into my down and dirty. As we're getting ready to end the season, we got 3 weeks left in the season. Now, we try to get a little deep with these down and dirties. And so for this week, I really wanted to evaluate all the bad teams they have out there. All of the teams that need new coaches, new general managers.
Yeah.
Now, let me put something in perspective. Right now in the NFL, there are 32 teams. Out of the 32 teams that we have in the NFL, there are only 3 African-American coaches. 3. So we have Mike Tomlin, Pittsburgh Steelers, Brian Flores, Miami Dolphins, and Anthony Lynn with the Los Angeles Chargers. We could do better.
Yep.
We, during this interview process, and I'm not just talking about African American, I'm talking about diversity in general. I'm talking about Asian. I'm talking about Hispanic. I'm talking about just diverse. There's no reason why there's 32 teams and there's only white and 3 black. That's it. We need to figure out this diversity thing when it comes to the league in general.
Yeah.
Why is it that we have abundant amount of African American players, but we don't want them to be the coaches of these teams? Or how we don't have a lot of Spanish players and we don't have them be coaches? We have to realize that the world that we're in is becoming diverse. And now I'm not just saying you got to go and hire a black player or hire a black coach or hire a Spanish coach. Pick somebody who's qualified for the job. It could be anybody, but let's become a little bit more open-minded to what the world is now. Let's look at really how it is. Let's look at the ownership of these teams. Let's look at, I mean, there's no way that you can really understand what people go through, your players go through, if the top has no idea. Right. I mean, look at just how it is just from the top all the way to the bottom. Now, I'm just saying that we have so many bad teams that are going to be looking for coaches next year. I'm hoping that we don't have to have stupid rules as you have to interview 1 or 2 black coaches in order to go forward. I need that to be a standard. Yeah. Interview anybody qualified for the job, no matter what color they are. Right. But let's make sure that, let's become diverse in the league in general. Right. So as we're getting ready to end the season, 3 games left, there's a bunch of you guys that are going to be making changes to your teams. Let's just be open to different and new things. 2021 is coming. Let's look different.
Yep, absolutely. I like that. I like that you said that. Yeah, and they have, and you know, let's be clear. They've made strides. They've made strides to help us out. You know, because there was a time when there was no color in management or anything like that. Honestly, but it needs to reflect us, America.
And we have made strides. I mean, they've added a African American general manager this year. Things are happening in the league. It's changing. I'm just saying is now we're getting ready to start a new season. Let's be open to if you want a variety of a playbook, let's be open to all realms of the playbook. Right. I mean, there's different people that can bring different things to your team. It shouldn't be rules about how many African Americans you interview. Right. You know what I'm saying? That should be, I mean, everybody should have an opportunity. If you're a good coach, you should have an opportunity. And there shouldn't be no rules like that that's written in the rule book where they have to interview 2 black coaches. Right. And it should be that you interview all races. Anybody that's qualified that applies for a job, you need to take it seriously.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. And look at the track record of who we have. Look at Tomlin. Tomlin's been dominating. Okay.
Dominating.
Look at Flores for Miami. Did anybody expect Miami to come out there?
Miami's turning around. Miami was a nobody. Now they're winning. They're good.
And then if we can even go to with the Chargers, because
with the Chargers, they're starting over, brand new franchise.
Exactly. They drafted very well this last year. They have a solid defense. They got bit with the injury bug, but they had a crazy offseason too. Like, when you really think of these guys that are in these positions, and let's not. I would be remiss if I sat here and only took the time to talk about, you know, men of color in this position, because we have many women.
Women are in the league right now. You know, we're getting women coaches.
Right.
Things that we've never even heard of is happening.
Yeah.
You know, Washington football team, they have a woman coach on their team.
Yep.
You know, things are happening, guys. I'm just saying, we, just like Stormy said, great quote, let's look different. Let's just be different, because we don't, the old is the old. Let's come in with the new. New brings new ideas, new feeling to the league. If people don't want to watch it anymore, let's bring a new feeling to the league. Be different. If they're doing a diversity, don't just talk about it, be about it. And I feel like with all of the steps that they're making, I mean, I know everybody knows the commercials and everything else on the NFL Network. I mean, they're trying to be diverse. But if we're going to talk about it, let's be about it, is all I'm saying.
There it is. Couldn't have said it any better. Could not have said it any better. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are not done yet. This is the end of the show, but you know what? I got to say this, and Janae, you know, there have been a lot of people on here that have been on from the very beginning all the way through to the end. Shout out.
Yes, they have.
Shout out to you guys. We appreciate the love. Y'all been talking with us. Y'all been with us. So like we said we were going to do at the beginning of December is we want to give back to you. We want to give back to our loyal fans, our loyal listeners. Y'all pay attention. Y'all watch us. We love it. And this is the month of December, ladies and gentlemen. And we're feeling oh so happy. And we're just feeling like we want to give. We want to give, ladies and gentlemen. So if you haven't seen the last couple weeks, at the end of the show, I'll ask us a question, maybe about something that we talked about during the show, or something that maybe, you know, we might have mentioned, or something of that nature. Today, it's going to be a little bit different. Today, for most of you, that have the show, you know we can't do this by ourselves. It's not just us that's doing this. To put on a show like this, we have a couple other people that definitely help us. We have a producer and we have a director. Now, if you watch the show, you know who these people are. If you have not watched the show, that's why you got to tune in, ladies and gentlemen. But now, this is the time. I'm opening it up right now. If you know who the names of our director and our producer are, put them in the chat. That is your question for today. The producer or the director? Put it in the chat. Oh.
$25 prize. Who knows the answer? Now, if you won, oh, we got a winner.
There
We got a winner. We got a winner. Man, this is a special winner. Man,
come on now.
my mama,
Yeah.
Denise Wilson, known to the director and our producer is, we got Cat Hughes, we got David Wright.
Let's
They
go.
are our the machine that makes this thing run.
Yeah.
So I already know your Cash App, unfortunately, Denise. I will send you your $25 prize from Let's Talk Football to you. We love you guys so much. Hey, this is what we want for the month of December, just to make y'all happy. Y'all have been tuning in with us, riding with us, and we cannot be more happier about it. So congratulations to Reverend Denise Wilson.
Yo, we love it. Yo, and shout out to you, Miss Wilson. You know, me and you go back and forth because you know how I'm diehard Washington, and I know how y'all ladies are, okay? But yo, shout out to you because you know what? I was looking at some of the memories that we did from years back, and you were riding with us then. You were sitting here going back. Hey, my mom, Catherine, she's all in it. Y'all been riding with us.
We got riders, man. The family been riding with us, Mrs. Spencer. Both our moms been riding, dying for the show. For real.
And yo, I gotta shout out Delilah. You've been going back and forth with us in the comments.
Yeah.
We love y'all so much. But shout out
faithful.
Shout out to Miss Wilson. You got the devil. You gotta win. Go ahead. You ask a question. Now listen, next week, this question is not gonna be easy, ladies and gentlemen. This question is not gonna be easy. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you this right now. This question and I'm gonna make a video of this so we can post this on the group. This question is gonna require you to do a little bit of work in this coming week. So you're gonna have to look through the last about 5 episodes of our podcast, and I'll put that up once I put this podcast out. And just go ahead and look through it, listen to it, because something that we say is gonna be from one of these podcasts. So it could be from this one today, or it could be from one couple weeks back before I predicted the Steelers game. You know, so definitely look back and listen, pay attention, support us. We love you. Hey, and come back next week because we got more money to get.
Come back. Yes. There's money to be made, ladies and gentlemen. We will see you guys 6 o'clock next Monday. Man, week 15.
Let's go.
About to get it popping, ladies and gentlemen. This, man, like we said, everything could change. Look out. The Washington football team could be out of it.
Hey, first place since week 1. Let's go. Yes. Anything is possible.
Man, I gotta end because he can go all day. I hate this guy. Hey, we love y'all. Tune in next week. Get your $25 prize. There's money to be made. Thank y'all so much. Hey, I am Janae Struthers.
I'm Sean Spencer.
And this is Let's Talk Football. Hey, we see y'all next week. Come get your money, y'all. Next week, 6 o'clock. Monday, baby.